Okay, for the second test review, basically again, you'll be sketching and describing some functions. Put them in your y equal and sketch it. Notice where your major points are. In this case, right there where it stops and turns. That's going to be your absolute minimum point. That'll help you with your range. Your domain, of course, is all real numbers, and your range goes from 0 to infinity. Then you can do your increasing, decreasing, and your odd and even. You can tell it has no symmetry. Your points of intersect, let y equal 0, let x equal 0. In the second one, notice you have a restriction with a radical. It says it cannot be negative. You also have a quadratic under your radical, which says it's going like this, but it's cut off at your x-axis. So you know you're going to get some kind of little bubble like this. When you graph it, you will see it. It's helpful to graph. So now figure out your domain. Your domain goes from -5 to +5, and your range goes from 0 to 5. You have two absolute minimums and an absolute maximum. Find your intercepts algebraically and figure if it's odd or even. When you replace the x with the negative x, it comes out to be the same equation, and you can see symmetry through your y-axis. Graph this last function and look for where it intercepts right here at that x. Okay? And then find your maximum. Find your maximum using your second calc max. You can leave it as a fraction or you can leave it as 0.667. That's fine too. So you have an absolute max and you have a relative min. That's where it crosses your x-axis. Find your intercepts by plugging in y equals 0, x equals 0. If you need your window to set a little bit closer to see what's happening, zoom into that 1 plus or minus 1 for both of them. In this one again, we did your piecewise. This is the same one that we did in the last review. Both of these were the same. Actually, the third one was also. So all three were the same from your review 1. Graphing this function, this was also in review 1.